Hello. It is Tuesday. Tuesday. Guys, Tuesday, March the 23rd. Wow. This is awesome. Listen, I am so excited on today to talk to you about things getting bigger and better. Bigger and better, guys. Things getting bigger and better. Listen, this is, as you guys know, I'm a female saxophonist and Kimberly McKinney. Listen, I started this, I've been introduced to this cryptocurrency and this foreign exchange industry since 2017. And I tell you, I just give you a little bit backdrop of some things. Listen, guys, if I can be transparent here, I'm gonna tell you at one point, I would say probably 2011, 2012, I was homeless. Uh, yes, I was homeless. I was sitting and I was living in my van. I was actually working on my master's degree at that time and in entertainment business. And here in the city of Atlanta. And I'm actually writing a book about it. But I just want to show you or just explain to you that it is possible. Let me tell you, things don't last forever. If you think trouble lasts always, it don't. It does not. Trouble does not last always. But I can remember sitting in my van. I can remember in the Buckhead area. If you get off not Northside Drive, maybe Mount Perrin, there was an exit right there, right in Buckhead off of 7585. That I used to go to this particular Starbucks where the OK Cafe is, that restaurant right there. I used to go there, guys, and I used to, in the morning, about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I used to, get myself together as far as like freshen up, things like that, and get ready to start my classes because they were online classes at the time. I was at Full Sail University, working on my master's degree in entertainment business. And I would go to Starbucks and I would freshen up about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning because that'll be around the time that the actual store opens. And I'll freshen up and then I'll sit there and I'll, do my classes and I'll learn and things like that. Um, but I used to think, God, I don't know exactly how long I'm going to have to do this. I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be able to take this. I don't know exactly how long do I have to sit in this position. I had two homes. I had owned two homes in the state of Alabama. Um, I bought my first home when I was about 20. I was about 24, 25, somewhere along up in there. And I actually bought my second home by the time I was, 29 or 30. And during this time, 2011, um, 2000, yeah, 2010, 2011, I lost it. I lost it all. I had to get rid of it all. I had to get rid of everything and go back from, square one. And, that was all because you with people, you think that, you guys have the same common goal to grow and to develop and, build wealth, but that other person doesn't see it that way. They're immature and those types of concepts. So it causes, when you're connected to someone like that, you wonder why things don't always align and fall in place for you. Is because you're connected to the wrong person. And if that person, if their idea actually is to pull and take from you, that's exactly what they're going to do until you get to a point where you decide, this, I no longer want this type of energy around me. It had to take me to lose that, and that's not the first time, that has happened to me. I was involved with someone previous or prior to that, years before that. Here it is that, I worked for everything, and I was the work person that, was able to obtain, whatever it is that I wanted. And, you get involved with people who don't want the same things. And it causes you to, you have to uproot what you've built to, what you built in order, you know, to let that stuff go. So I'm here to say today that whatever that you are facing, whatever you are dealing with, whether it's on a job or a person that you're connected to that's not bringing any value to you, plan your exit strategy. Do it quickly, do it safely, and do it urgently, because time is of essence. I'm here to talk about cryptocurrency. Yes, I am. I'm here to talk about Bitcoin. Yes, I am. But I don't know, for whatever reason, whoever that needed to hear that, I'm thankful that I'm able to follow the direction to talk about that. Because I remember being in those positions, and I remember saying, life cannot be like this. Life shouldn't be like this. Life is not supposed to be like this. I'm not supposed to be losing. I'm not supposed to be losing on this end of things that I've built for myself, that I share with other people, and they internally don't give a flying flip about me. Want to destroy everything that I've built. Don't see the significance in growing and building, and establishing a peaceful environment. Don't believe in establishing wealth and a lifestyle, that is equal to all. And all they do is take from you. So, now I'm in a position, I just no longer tolerate that type of foolishness. So let's go to just that little tidbit. Let's go into cryptocurrency. And I hope this was very, very helpful to one other person. Child, I can talk about this all day long, about allowing people who don't bring value to you, that you have to learn how to be okay with saying no. Be okay with being by yourself and learning yourself. Be okay with that. We all want a companion. Yes, my desire is to get married. Yes, my desire is to get married, but my desire is not to be married and be miserable. Okay, my desire is for whoever that meets me, that bring peace to their situation, they bring peace to my situation, or bring peace to each other, that we're on the same page, that we're growing together. And I'm not about arguing and all that type of stuff. I can't. That's just I need a peaceful home. I need a peaceful environment. I want to be loving. I want to be caring. I want to be nurturing. And I want that person to pour back into me, make me feel that hey, I'm the apple of their eye, and I want to do the same for that person, and build and grow. So all the time, share it, because all things tie together. Those things tie together. Your happiness, your peace, even how you handle your money. How do you handle situations when it comes to wealth? You got to get your mind around that. You got to be able to get your mind to wrap around how to think a lot differently as it relates to wealth, how to think differently as it relates to respecting money, respecting the money that you receive, respecting the money, and also being a giver. Give to people. So I like sharing information. I like sharing information about cryptocurrency and whatever else information that I have in my grasp. I like to share it, because I'm not a person that I want to hold everything for myself. There's plenty of room, and there's plenty of wealth to grow around. There's plenty of performances. There's plenty of opportunities for individuals, and for those who have a limited, mind set to think like that. God bless you. I pray that I pray that your intuition and your perspective change. So let's get down to this cryptocurrency. Um, Guys, let me tell you, things are getting bigger and bigger and growing bigger and better for the cryptocurrency space. And I just want to say, for those who are continuing to watch me, listen, let's get the fear and the doubt out of the way. People talk about, I don't have time to do this. Yes, you do. You actually have the time. You will create the time in order to you'll create the time for money. If you know that money is going to be given, if you know money is the topic of the discussion, you're going to make time in order to be in a presence, to make sure that you're hearing and you're observing all the information that's being given. So you do have time. People don't, when you talk about trading, they don't like to get into those types of conversations, because guess what? Number one, trading requires you to put in the work. Most people don't want to work. And when you don't want to work, you can't eat. Or when you don't want to work, or you don't want to work enough, guess what? You're not going to eat enough, and you're going to constantly be at a certain level because you don't want to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to put in your goals. You have to set goals for yourself. You have to say, listen, I'm going to trade in this account today, and my goal is to make X amount of dollars in this trade. Do that, and then come back to live another day to trade. Do that. Put in the work. Put in the time and the effort to take yourself to the next level. Everybody talks about, I want to go to the next level. I want to do this and I want to do that. And I want to do this. I want to do that. Listen, live up to your word. Be a person of your word. Don't just talk it, do it, walk it. Guys, listen, just recently I added $7,200 into my income. It's because I did the work. And sometimes I feel like maybe I didn't do enough. So that pushes me even more to do more work. More work. It pushes me to do more work. More work. There's nothing hard in work. You go to your job every single day, 9 hours a day. Guess what? You get up on time and make sure that you get to work on time. Why? Because if you continue to be late for work, guess what? They're going to walk you out the door. They're going to walk you out the door. And you may or may not be able to receive unemployment benefits. Okay? Georgia, the state of Georgia, is an at-will state. So for those who don't know what that means people can let you go and fire you for no apparent reason, and they don't have to give you a reason why they decided to let you go. They can just tell you, oh, we will no longer be needing you on today. What are you going to do if that happens and when that happens? Okay? Also, people have lost their jobs, and there are still companies as of today that are still laying off individuals. They're shorting their staffs. And then in addition to that, guess what? If you've been on that particular job for a couple of years and you're of age, if you have not reached executive level or senior management level, and if you're like 40 or 50 years old or 60 years old and you're not in senior management level or executive level in certain industries, you better be careful. Because guess what? As the years progress and as technology progress, guess what? Guess who is going to be hired more so than individuals that are late 30s, 40s, and 50s? Millennials and newer and younger individuals to come and run companies, which mean people are going to be looking to either make you leave, retire, or force you out. That's true. That is true. So I just want to encourage you guys, don't allow fear and doubt about trading in this industry, trading in cryptocurrency, trading in Forex. Don't allow fear and doubt to cover the way that you plan for your destiny. Don't allow fear and doubt. We got to learn how to start open and speaking out of our mouths, the audible, not just holding things in and not just, we think it, but absolutely produce and train words, speaking in existence. Say, I am going to have successful trading days. I talked on yesterday that the educators that we have included in our platform give 85 to 90% or 93% of accurate results when it comes to sending out trade ideas. So that means if you was to place 20 trades in 1 week, guys, 20 trades in 1 week, guess what? 17 to 18 of those trades are going to always be in profit. That is magnificent and within itself. 17 to 18 out of 20 trades are going to be in profit. That is wonderful. So that beats. Oh, I'm gonna ask my cousin how I could. I'm gonna ask my cousin, if I could basically see if they can trade this money for me. I wouldn't dare ask a relative or someone to trade my own money for me when I have the ability to learn a skill that's going to pay me for life. Okay? Listen, I'm hungry and I'm ready to eat for life. And you should too. Be hungry. Be hungry for your own success. Show up for your own success. Be hungry and be ready to eat anytime. And also have so much on your plate that you're eating for life. Okay? Learn how to trade in cryptocurrency. Learn how to trade in foreign exchange market, because I'm telling you, mark my words, it gets deeper than this. It gets deeper than just buying and holding, guys. It's going to come to a point where you're going to want to learn how to trade in the markets. You're going to learn how to want to trade. You want to learn how to access daily funds on a daily basis, okay? So I'm telling you, don't allow fear and doubt. Don't always have to say. Don't always have to say. I gotta get my money right. I gotta put some stuff together. I gotta get my money right. This is an opportunity right here for you to get your money right. This is an opportunity right here to pull all those words out of your mouth where they're no longer in your vocabulary to say, I have to let me pull aside. I gotta go check my money. I gotta pull some things together. Get to a point where you don't have to say, I've got to pull some things together in order to do the things that you want to do to take you to the next level. Get out of the habit of doing that. Get out of the habit of doing it. Take that out of your vocabulary today. Just take it out. Take it out. Stop saying, I got to pull money together. Stop saying it. Period. Period, point blank, period. Stop saying that. I got to pull some money together. Be in position where you have reserves, where you have money set aside. That's not going to break the bank. That's not going to break your accounts. That's not going to pull and it's not going to deplete your bank account. Keep developing that. Make those sacrifices. Make those sacrifices. You know what? I am the queen of knowing how to get quality clothes, quality whatever, and not have to spend a whole lot of money for it. And they don't have to be, they don't have to be just any kind of, these are designer stuff. These are, very good quality clothes and very good quality material. But I know how to get it where I don't have to pay a whole lot for it and still look, very well put together. I know how to do that. And that's just how I roll. I know how to do that. So I'm just telling you on today, take fear and doubt out of your equation. So let me share with you how I say it gets bigger and better. That, you have companies on a daily basis that's jumping on Bitcoin. Daily basis that's jumping on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, guys. Every single day. Morgan Stanley has announced that they are offering to its clients Bitcoin funds. That's huge. Again, I know I'm bringing news every single day, but that is huge. Morgan Stanley, one of the largest investment banks in the US, will be offering wealth management clients access to Bitcoin funds. So, like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, and Bank of America's wealth management divisions do not currently allow their advisors to offer direct investment in Bitcoin funds, but Morgan Stanley is. So, investment bank Morgan Stanley, with 4 trillion in client assets, has become the first big US bank to offer its wealth management clients access to Bitcoin funds. So, CNBC reported this on last Wednesday. The firm reportedly told its financial advisors in an internal memo, which means they shared this internally, that it is launching access to 3 funds that allow exposure to Bitcoin. The publication conveyed, citing people with direct knowledge of the matter. According to the people, clients have been demanding exposure to cryptocurrency. So, so my thing is, you have clients in which these clients are rich now. They are exposing, or they have been possibly actually encouraging and urging this bank, this huge investment bank, which is Morgan Stanley, to include and look at current of high standard can encourage an investment bank to turn their direction into cryptocurrency. That's huge. When most banks laughed at Bitcoin, when most banks laughed at cryptocurrency, guess what? Guess what these banks are doing now? Guess what they have done now? Now they have included digital wallets in. If you go and check your account online, you have a digital wallet now. They have included digital wallets in order for people to use transactions like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. When at one point they didn't want to hear anything about cryptocurrency. They didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to have anything to do with cryptocurrency. They are now jumping on cryptocurrency because they see that cryptocurrency is the move. They see the value. They see the value in which it moves, in which it accrues interest and value on a single day, other than the US dollar. This is how big and this is how much and important this stuff is for you guys to learn and understand. So I don't want you to get to a point where you always on the back end of information. I don't want you to get to the point where, everybody else has dominated the space. And here it is, you guys are looking and haven't made a move yet. You are still looking, which if you continue to do that, guess what? That puts you right back at square one. That puts you right back at the fact that, we're at the bottom of the totem pole, where you have other races and other nationalities are jumping on board and developing, increasing their finances and building wealth, and has increased their wealth. Whereas the, brown and black population are still the last people to do so. Now, I get it that information, the way that it comes and the way that it, that it is presented, is a little bit different. People talk about, well, I don't want to do this, or it seems like it's network marketing. But, in some cases, let me tell you this. In other cases, most times you're not going to hear this type of conversation and information in just regular conversations. Why? Because some of those conversations don't take place in our communities or in Black communities. So, you have individuals like myself who are partnered with, other wealth building partners and other wealth building individuals, millionaires I'm connected to, and people that are very well wealthy off, where we are actually in position to share this information and spread, how to get started, because you're not going to hear these talks in the communities. That's why we're trying to bring it to our own community, so that we can keep our people abreast on what's happening, how you can get involved, how you can get in position with this. I'm going to see you guys at have an account with Morgan Stanley. I want to see that. I want to see people to build their portfolios, with investment companies. But at the same time, I want you guys to understand what is a DeFi wallet, decentralized finance. I want you guys to understand it, because that's when you begin to understand that you are now your own bank. You won't know about this information about DeFi wallets, but I'm telling you, there's so much power in what's getting ready to transpire, or what's transpiring already. I want to say probably about the mid part of the month in March, that there were about 21 million Bitcoin Satoshis left. Guess how many is left now? I think it's about 19 Bitcoin Satoshis. Now, once those are all gone, guys, there would be no more Bitcoin available. And guess what? That when there's less product or productivity, or I would say if there's less in product or of a thing, guess what? The value of it moves. But when you're printing so much and you're giving people so much access to paper money and fiat money, guess what? It doesn't hold any value. It doesn't hold much value, if none whatsoever. Again, $100 is going to be $100, here forevermore. But I'm telling you, the price of Bitcoin continues to move. If you were watching me, do these lives, if you guys can even recall back in December when Bitcoin was at $20,000, when it reached $20,000, and guess what? Here we are 3 months later in the month of March, and the value of one Bitcoin is worth $57,000. So let me check to see where it stands in real time right now, because that is huge. That is huge. Bitcoin price. All right. So one Bitcoin equals $55,393 as of right now. So let me just kind of hip you up on game with Bitcoin. Let me tell you, once you watch Bitcoin, and once you are able to gain knowledge and education on how to read and how to understand the movement of Bitcoin, I understand. And this is what I found: the way that Bitcoin moves. Once it hits a new plateau, it may drop down a little bit, and then it'll ride and consolidate. And what it does, it rides, it rides at this certain price point, in between this certain price point gauge. And then once it does that, it does another it hits another higher plateau. So what I've noticed, that with Bitcoin, it hits higher highs and higher lows. So let me explain that to you. All right. Okay, so Bitcoin hit 50,000, right? Then it hit 50,000. It might drop down around 46, 45, 44, somewhere along up in there. Okay. And then once it does that, it might shoot up to another 50. It might shoot up to 55,000. All right. So that it's now it hits from 50, and it goes down a little bit, and then it goes up in an upwards trend and it hits a new higher high plateau. So it hits 55,000. All right. And then it might drop down again. So when it drops down after it hits that 55,000, you might see it swarming around 45. You might see it swarming around 48, 47,000. So guess what? That's a new higher low for Bitcoin. And then once it hits around that, it stays around that, consolidates around that, then guess what? It shoots up again. And when it shot up to $61,000. Okay, the price of Bitcoin was $51,000. But guess what? That's new. That's a new higher high, and then it might drop down to about 40. I'm sorry, 55, 56, 57,000, and it'll ride that. So guess what? The higher lows went from 43 or 45. A new higher low went to maybe like 50, 48, and then another higher low went to about 55, 56, 57. Guess what? You never seen Bitcoin drop back down to $20,000, right? Since December. Nope. It hasn't gone back to $20,000, and it's not going to go back to $20,000. That's how powerful it is. Does the $1 bill do that? Absolutely not. $1 stays $100. But guess what? Everything around that $100 increases. That means gas, that's food, the cost of living, whatever necessities, whatever, whatever toiletries, everything that you have, everything else goes up. Guess what? That $100 stays the same. So that means that means you get less and less and less with $100 that you have. Whereas opposed to the $100, you may have been able to get, a lot back in the early 2000s and 1990s. You was able to get, quite a few things for your money. Now you can't, not so. Not so. You may spend $100 and you might come out with 5 to 7 things. That's a problem, guys. So that's why I'm telling you, don't allow fear and doubt to keep you from understanding how to trade in these markets. That's honest the truth. So I'm going to actually be showing my back office. I'm going to be showing people how you can get started in trading, and I'm going to give you inside access to how I use these trading tools in order to make things successful and to help you understand the charts, to understand, and show you, the answers that are being given to you in the trading these markets. So I definitely, what's up, Orlando? I definitely want to show you guys how to do this because it is very, very possible. You are more than capable. Keep telling yourself you are more than capable. Keep saying you are more than capable. Look at me. I came from losing houses and losing things that I worked very, very hard for. I came from being homeless. Let me tell you, God is good. Sleeping and traveling and moving about the city of Atlanta. I had dreams, and I didn't know. I was like, God, how is this going to? How long is this going to be? But I kept staying focused. I kept being consistent and kept moving forward. That's been 10 years ago that I experienced that. And here it is 10 years later. I never allow my circumstances to make me bitter. I never allow those circumstances to change a positive outlook on how I see things and how I view things. And in fact, those individuals, one individual has had to come back and apologize. So I'm saying is don't allow situations and things to keep you from moving forward and keeping you away from your destiny. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to take a step. Don't be afraid to step out on faith and do the things that you normally would not do. Sometimes you have to do the things. Sometimes you have no other choice but to do something that you normally would not do. Sometimes you have to do that. And I've been placed in those situations where, okay, this is how I normally do not operate, but um, I'm going to step out. I'm going to trust that things are going to um, yield itself in my favor, and just understand that when you do that, when you take those types of leaps, don't think that you're going to be out there on your own, because I'm telling you, once you make that step, and once you say, well, man, I should have, why did it take me so long? Why did it take me so long to do this? Why did it take me so long? Because you were afraid, and you allow fear to hinder you. You allow fear to block your blessings. You allow fear to hold you back. You say to this day, today, say this and repeat this after me if you're watching. I will no longer allow fear to conquer my destiny. I will no longer allow fear and doubt to conquer my destiny. Today, I think high. Today, I will think high. Today, I will speak high. Today, I will speak blessings and not curses. Today, I will move out of my own way and allow the positive energy and extravagant wealth to sit on my house and sit on my mind and sit in my spirit. Today, I will talk high. Today, I will believe high. I will believe high. I will talk high. I will speak high. I will walk high. Today, I will attract people that speak high, that live high, not in the smoking sense, but live high in their thinking, in their ability, in their mindset. They live high, high standards. You will attract people with high standards. You will attract people that speak wealth. We're not supposed to be individuals where we think poorly. Think rich, speak rich, walk rich, and see how things will come to you. See how things will yield itself. Once you put it out there, and once you start talking, and once you start believing it, guess what's going to come to your direction? Guess what's going to come to your front door, on your doorstep, on your porch? Those very same things that you put out there to come back to you. They're like a boomerang. You put it out there and it's going to come right back to you. I will be wealthy. I will be rich. I will live in the good of the land. I will be the head and not the tail. I will be the lender and not the borrower. I will live in goodly houses, as the Bible says. Goodly. I will not work hard to have holes in my pockets and still not be, I can eat but still be hungry. I will not live like that. I will not live in lack, but you will live in abundance and good health. These are the plans that he has for us. Plans of peace to give us an expected end. That's what we want to live for. That's what we want to look up to. That's the way we want to walk and we want to carry ourselves. That's how we want to demonstrate to other people. We want to be sought after. We want to be the city that sits upon the hill. So today, let that be the day. Let today be the day, your last day of allowing fear and doubt to creep into your spirit, your homes, and everything that you do. Don't allow fear and doubt to sit on your money. Don't allow it. Don't allow fear and doubt to sit on your money. Do not allow fear and doubt to creep up in your house. Don't allow it. Don't allow fear and doubt to take over. Don't allow it. Don't allow it to dominate. And once you start feeling that way, you immediately speak to it and say it's got to go. I will live in the good of the land. Speak to it. Because listen, I understand we're human. And when we're human, certain things come up and we got to be able to nip it in the bud. We got to be able to attack it right there. Let it go. Attack it and it shall flee. And then get around and partner around people that speak in your same language, that's living your same language. Even if you hadn't even gotten there yet, be around the people that you want to eventually move like. They walk it, they walking and talking it. Walk it and talk it. So I just want to share with you today. Thank you guys for your attention, for giving me your attention and your time. I've been on this thing for 42 minutes now. I'm going to probably around 1:30 or 1:40. No, I give myself a little bit more time. In about 30 minutes, I'm definitely going to be walking through my back office for you guys to show you the tools that I use, how to trade in the markets. Understand, guys, this platform gives you no excuse to not be successful. No excuse whatsoever. You got to get out of your head and you got to not doubt. And you got to say to yourself, I am going to make this thing work. And it's not hard. It's easier than what you think. I'm telling you, it's easier than what you think. And you're going to be like, why haven't I not known about this? I could have done so much, with this but again, sometimes the maturity doesn't always get there, and God is a God of timing, not a God of time, but He's a God of timing. So it could be that, that wasn't the right timing, for you. But now, since you are attentive and you're actually seeing what the changes that are taking place, that you are being more aware and you're being more alert, and you are actually being more cautious and watchful of the things that are happening. And now it's really catching your attention and pulling your attention to, I need to start making some decisions and making some changes. And that's a sign that it's time. That is a sign that it is time. So I want you to be in. I want you to be all in on your success. I want you to be all in on your next moves. I want you to be all in and committed. But not only committed, but being committed to sharing opportunities with other people. Because you can't always be like this. You can't always just hold things. You got to be able to release so other things be into your hands. you a season right here, and just because you did this, you kept your hands open, guess what? You're taken to another higher season. But you can't be like this and go from season to season if you're not willing to share information, if you're not willing to impart in other people. And you can't move and move to the next level if you just say, well, I just want to do it for myself. Because there are other people that are tied to your destiny that you got to be open enough to help before you can move forward to the next, to the next level. So be intentional about, what you do. Be intentional about sharing opportunities with other people. Be intentional about your success. Really be intentional about your success, and really don't allow individuals to hinder you, or stop you, or say, oh, you getting ready to do that, or you getting ready to do that trade, all that trading stuff. Block. Because guess what? The same people that are saying, oh, you're going to do all that, guess what? 6 months to a year, they're going to be in the same position. If you would have listened to them, you would be in the same position too. But because you decide, you know what, I'm not going to listen to, that, and then here it is, you've gone on, you started building your wealth, you started doing this, things are happening for you, boom, 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 boom. You've moved to your new house, you got your new car, you're able to put kids through school, this, that, and the other. You're able to start several businesses, blase, blase, blase. And this same person that's like, you gonna do that? They're still at, they're gonna be still at, oh, you still gonna do that? Guess what? You've moved on. And that is individuals that you need to basically curve your interaction with. I ain't gonna say, get away from all blocking, but sometimes you gotta curve your action, and you gotta curve your talking, your discussions. You gotta curve them. So don't allow fear and doubt and situations and other people to deter you from moving to level of success, or levels of places that you couldn't even imagine. Let me tell you something. This Bitcoin stuff and this cryptocurrency stuff will take you in places that you would never thought you would have imagined. Never. And I'm telling you, it's going to take you there a lot faster. You're going to be able to do a whole lot. A lot. A lot. There's nothing wrong with stocks and options and things like that, because I'm telling you, people are going to push that on you as well. We doing stocks and this, that, and the other. Absolutely, But guess what? You can do that, and you can use that money to fund your stocks and your options and things like that. I'm saying you can create so much more diversity in your portfolio so quickly in trading. I kid you not. You can diversify so quick. Before you know it, you'll have stuff everywhere. Before you know it, your net worth, have increased tremendously. Before you know it. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me, DM me. Don't be afraid to ask me any questions. I'm not about withholding information for people to show them. But definitely, if you are interested in understanding and learning how to trade, reach out to me. I'll give you my link. I'm going to be showing people my back office here in the next 25 minutes. And I'll see you then. Have a wonderful Tuesday. It is beautiful outside. It's a little cloudy, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day. It's a new day. It's a glorious day. It's an awesome day. Today is going to be a good day. Today is going to be a good day for you, and for here and evermore. It's going to be a wonderful day. Guess what? Because you have decided in your heart that you want something more, that you desire more, and you know that you can get more. You know that you deserve more. You know that you deserve more, and more is here. So get more. Talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day.